I like to find a few stories where I can somewhat isolate the design contribution and then celebrate those. Pampers is our largest brand by far globally. So redesigning the chassis of a diaper is a massive undertaking that costs us, well into the tens of millions of dollars when you think about changing a manufacturing line and what have you. So if you look at a lot of diaper design, the design analogy would be get them to look more like underwear because that's the aspirational place, and then they won't need diapers and they're on their way. But if you reframed it and said, oh, what if you looked at them as an article of clothing and you just put lovely patterns on the outside of the diaper? So we went into this design experience. We did a white elephant exercise with moms. We kind of gave them the diaper and then put these argyle patterns on it. Before we gave them the diapers, we said, well, what if they had lovely prints on them like argyle? And they're like, oh, that's so frivolous. I mean, these are things I throw away. Who cares? We pulled them out of the bag. The moms were fighting about, like, oh, I want that argyle one. Give me that polka dot one. And the ROI of the spend on an aesthetic print to reframe the diaper into an article of clothing is tenfold what it would take us to redesign and be a part of the process of redesigning the entire chassis of a diaper. And I had the design team track the spend on what it took us from an investment standpoint on that aesthetic piece, because what I'm trying to influence is the overall innovation portfolio on that brand and saying, you know what? It can't all just to be about these massive changes that take us years to implement, and I can actually measure some of those. So I've marched around with my baby care ROI example a lot in the company, and I think I can't do it across everything because it is so integrated, but I can find the few stories where I think it's really compelling.